trying.
Oh, hi everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yeah, so happy you guys are here with us. Thank you. Oh, so we have, I think, 12 questions today from um, from the post that I put up on the weekend. So we're going to go in order there. But first, I want to show you, hold on, there's how you can get a hold of Gloria. Her email is Gloria Canales, Canales 07 at outlook.com. And you're probably booked up into June by now.
Yeah, so I do want to say before we start that I know I haven't gotten back to people that have recently written to me and sent me emails, but please know it's been very busy and I have to be respectful of the time that I need to invest, right? In readings for people.
Mm-hmm.
So don't think I haven't seen your messages. I have, and I actually track them by date. So once I have like a break, which will probably be this weekend, then I'll start responding to people. So thank you for your patience. And thank you for all your messages and cards and everything. I'm truly grateful, and gifts, unexpected gifts, as they say.
Yeah. Oh, I know, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Everything. Yeah. Yay. Oh, so okay, and then the next thing is just to remind everyone that I do the little daily tarot and astrology. Well, actually, not so little. Sometimes they're long. Oh God! It was like, oh my God, I went 45 minutes. But it's just there's a lot going on, and it's all there in the astrology. So. But I do that every day at all levels, so you can get in for as cheap as $5 a month. But I love it when you go to 10 because at least that honors me a little bit more. It's like pennies on the dollar, whatever. But and then my members that take the lessons, I have lessons in tarot and a lot of like spiritual videos in there too. And then the astrology, all the basic astrology up to it's kind of intermediate because I go through. Yeah, I just haven't gotten into like how to read the transits yet. But so astrology, tarot, the Lenormand, and Kipper. So there's that.
There's so much to astrology.
Yeah, but it gets really basic when you just start focusing in on the meanings of the planets, and then there are the aspects and all that. Yeah, but then all of a sudden it just clicks, it'll be like years of like, oh my God, and then it'll just click.
And that's why I leave it to you.
I didn't have any choice. It wouldn't leave me alone. I've thrown it away many times, and I always came back.
Like
that. So, okay, here's our first question. Sherry, she wants to know, will Lindsey Graham lose his reelection bid?
So, great question. And I was telling Denise today, I said, I've been watching, like, sometimes I'll watch like Midas Touch News. I'll catch little snippets of it or whatever. But I've seen the woman that is running against Lindsey Graham. And literally, I was telling Denise, every time I've only seen her twice. And I just looked at her and I said, she's going to win. She's going to win. I don't see Lindsey Graham winning unless there's a whole lot of cheating going on.
Oh, right. Yeah. Which will turn that would probably turn. Yeah. Oh, here's the election. It's dark for Lindsey.
Yes.
It's dark because of his reputation, and people are wanting boundaries. People are wanting more boundaries to what they do. So, yeah, I don't see him winning. Those aren't
He's-
winning cards.
He's just lost a lot of his credibility, and he's just a pay-for-play guy now.
Right.
And he acquiesces to the monies and anything that anybody promises him if he comes out and says stupid things like he does.
Yeah. And he's so far up Trump's ass. We can't even, even that big.
You can't wipe that big brown thing off his face.
No. He can try. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see. The next one. Oh, this one's interesting. Will AI lead to a severe, thank you, Amy, for this one. Will AI lead to a severe white-collar recession in the U.S. this year or in the next few years?
So coming from the IT world, even AI has a lot of refinement to be done. I don't see anything really heavily impacted for the next couple of years. And even then, what I saw in AI and just what I know about AI, because AI was around even when I was around, they were doing some projects on it. The data for AI is only as good as the person that inputs the data for AI, number one.
Right. Yeah.
And AI has a very specific purpose. Now, in my opinion, if you're a creative person and you're needing to write something, I think AI could help you really well in how you format your grammar or how you make a paragraph more enticing, right, to your audience and things like that. But I don't see that AI has been fully developed to the point where it will impact white collar jobs. I'm just going to be honest. Yeah. And the other piece is human interaction, right? When you're negotiating, when you're collaborating, you don't do it through AI. Right. When you're looking at the white collar aspect of the business, you just don't see that taking off. I don't even see it in blue collar.
Yeah, they have the robots, but then they need to program the robots.
Not only that, it's limited capabilities.
Yeah.
Now I do see that. Yeah, I do see that in like the medical aspect, where there will be enhancements of like robotics and AI being part of how someone's body works, right? The assimilation of actions and things like that for the body. But still, it's people that have to create all this shit.
Yeah, right. And then police the robots, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, human interaction is so critical.
Right? Yeah. Well, I've got the kitty, so that's all about independence. Okay, so there's some independent, you know what? It's probably like independent contractors that will freelance and do little short-term
gigs.
Yeah, small, short-term, definitely gigs. But there's something about the communication that still they're at a crossroads with. They're at a major crossroads, and it may have something to do with laser technology, and it might have something also to do with just all the electrical circuits that are like part of the data centers, all of that. But as far as a white collar recession, I'm not getting that. I'm getting it would be too dangerous to people that need it for healthcare. Right? That would be too dangerous. And we might go through like some little dark times, but then the workers will still just be there. Like even if they let some people go, it's like what they did with the federal, after the stupid Doge boys and all that. Like
they'll be back.
Right. They had to hire him back. Yeah. Yeah. And then now it's come out that they didn't even know what DEI meant.
Oh my
That one kid didn't know what the hell it stood for. Like, what the God? He couldn't even. Oh, they will. So what's going to happen is the risk will be losing. So actually, the risk for the big risk is like this confusing time where the workers, because this is like a work, like repetitive work, will end up going to other countries if we don't get our shit together.
The other thing about AI and the manufacturing of AI is that it's big data centers.
Well, that's the thing.
And they take up a lot of resources.
Oh, it's awful. It's unbelievably awful. Yeah.
How long is that sustainable, right? And so you lose human capital to build something that in the long run isn't going to pay off, in my opinion.
Right.
Not yet. It'll pay off in terms of, I see medical aspects of it.
Yeah.
But in human form or humans will still need to be a huge part of this.
Right.
It's not going to happen right away. It will take years. And they are going to figure out that they're investing so much money that they're going to come up with losses.
Yeah, because of the land and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So here we have Elon Musk in Texas using methane, or creating more methane because he's using gas to power.
For that, all you have to do is build dump sites, right? Because methane is created by all of the trash.
Yeah. Yeah. Or get a bunch of cows over there.
There you go. All the poop.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that one part of it. If you ever drive up the 5 and there's that one area where you're just like, oh shit, turn the air off, turn everything, shut it down. Don't let anything come in.
Does not smell good.
I know. Even if you have it like on the recycled air, it's like, no, just turn everything off and drive fast.
Yeah. So true.
Oh, okay. So our next one, and I suck at getting timestamps done today. I'll do it later. The virus. Do we see a virus or a lockdown later this year? Let's see.
I don't know what you get, Denise, but this guy, RFK, when I look at him, the guy is so out of whack.
Yeah.
He is a whack-o.
Crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
And he will be, I got that even though he submits like documentation to the courts and things like that they will be rejecting him. But in the meantime, his policies around vaccines and things like that will continue to drive epidemics, more widespread epidemics as it relates to measles, to whooping cough. I can't remember. It's like meningitis, possibly. All these diseases will start resurfacing, especially around the most vulnerable. And that, in my opinion, is the elderly. And because many people have already been vaccinated, thank heavens, but it's the children.
Yeah.
So the up and coming generation could suffer if his policies are followed through, which I hope they won't be. And he just needs to go.
Right. You told me that right in the get-go. Yeah. Okay. So there's something from another country coming in. There's something, like COVID definitely was. Yeah. And it is challenging for children.
That's right.
Yeah. It could even be something that happens on a ship, like a cruise ship or something with a childhood illness, and then it spreads, and then airborne.
There you go.
Childhood airborne. There's a burden. It's gonna, and as far as timing, it could be. I mean, this card with timing is like 1 to 6 months.
Each time that guy comes in, something happens.
Yeah, and here it's a huge it's a huge burden to the healthcare system. And yeah, and it's going to, oh gosh. Yeah, okay. So it's a COVID like. It's another round of COVID. So we better all get vaccinated up again, I guess.
Please take care of yourselves, and especially of the elderly, right? If you have grandparents, if you have aunts or uncles that are suffering
Yeah.
from certain aspects of disease or anything like that already, and they're dealing with health issues,
Yeah.
make sure they get vaccinated, please. Because
Yeah.
there is an updated COVID vaccine. I don't know that everyone's taken it.
Is there? I'm redo. I haven't. I need to redo. I haven't since last fall, like November. Yeah, I screwed myself over on Thanksgiving. I remember.
I'm just saying, be careful, especially with those you love.
Yeah.
And
Oh
children,
my goodness.
right?
Right. I've got the little ones here. The little,
Yeah.
Like they'll recover sooner, but then, so what I'm getting here is that the problem, like a COVID-like thing that's airborne, of course, a health problem for that comes in and could be right around the midterm elections, because this is my card for elections, but it could just travel anywhere and through the family. And we do have to be careful with, make sure they get this to me would be part of the getting the vaccine, is to go to a clinic or get yourself in there and get it done. Protect them. Oh,
Scary.
Yeah. That sucks. But what else? I mean, we're kind of set up that way, right? Right now. I mean, the way it is.
Yeah.
We didn't do it, but it's, there we are.
Be smart, right?
Mm-hmm. You have to be extra cautious. And there's nothing wrong with just wearing a mask, mask and goggles when you go out if you want.
Hey, I already see people with masks in the stores and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I do, definitely. And I don't get very close to people, because I can't tell you how many times I've walked right by somebody and then they just sneeze.
Mm-hmm. Or even when you go to the restrooms, in public restrooms, if you guys go to shops like Home Depot, I don't know where you shop, local grocery stores, make sure you don't touch the damn doors, right?
Right. Everything's
if you wear sleeves, use your elbows, use anything else. Don't touch the doors with your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, right. Because it's not always just airborne.
Right. People leave germs everywhere, especially kids, by the way. They rub their noses. Yeah. It's the good part about being a child, right? You don't have to think about being perfect or correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lucy Liu. Oh, that's right. We did have a question about Scott Bessent. You were talking about him already. Okay.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. Scott Bessent was called away from an interview he was giving to meet the monster. When he returned, he seemed frazzled. Okay. What did Trump tell him?
Number one, things aren't going well. Number two, I do believe that this had something to do with our good old friend Netanyahu. I think that he was telling him that he might not be in a complete unalive state. That's where I see him, right? I told you.
Yeah, go ahead, but pretend that you didn't.
Yeah, basically what I did a meditation. I set the intention last night. I did a meditation this morning. And basically what I saw was I walked into this room and Netanyahu's laying on this bed. And he has people on either side of him and they're monitoring him and his vitals. And it's almost like they've had to put him to sleep, like in a coma or something. And this is part of the discussion that the two morons had about now how are we going to deflect this? Because they're trying to keep this guy alive, which he's not really alive, in my opinion, like physically able to get up. And how do we fool our markets and the world into believing that it's still Israel and the US that's fighting the Iranian war? How do we keep all this hoax going, right? Because at the end now, when people find out the truth, the United States will be the one to be blamed because they didn't stop it.
Right.
And I don't know, I never saw him being interviewed or whatever, but that probably had a lot to do with why he was frazzled, and he probably lied.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that guy lies. So, I mean, so it's right there on his face.
Yeah. I never saw it, but I just saw that this guy was they're trying to figure out how, they're so deep into this stupid war that nobody voted for, that Donald Trump is so mentally incapacitated. For him, it's like, well, I just want to keep it going, right?
Yeah.
Because I think someone told me that he said when he felt it in his bones, well, he doesn't feel a damn thing. So
Right.
it's like a petulant little kid saying, we'll keep this narrative going.
Yeah.
Even though it's gotten turned into a bigger and bigger lie.
Yeah.
And he will be at the base of this, and he will be blamed, and he knows it.
Yeah. Well, he started it.
It's dark.
It's so dark, just to distract from the Epstein files, or Trumpstein files, I should call it.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so let's see. What did Trump tell him? Or no, what
did DJT tell him?
So wait a minute. He was called away from an interview he was giving to meet with Trump. When he returned, he seemed frazzled. Okay, so Scott Bessent was called away.
Yeah, he walked away.
And so Trump told him something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I've got Trump here, and there's something about connections. Now, maybe this has to do with sending out missiles, right? But I don't know why I've got Melania's card here.
Huh. Interesting.
So maybe there was another message too. So that's interesting. Okay, so maybe it's Melania saying this better be short term and this needs to stop, like the war itself, or the bombing. Oh crap! Oh, it's about Putin said, right? Because this is my Putin card in this deck, because the stature is the person who's short and round faced. That's it's always been my Putin card, but it's also the meaning of it is short term. So, but this is Putin. Oh, so Melania got a call, an independent call away from that Trump didn't get. He called her. Putin called her, and so the ties to Putin, right?
And doesn't surprise me as well,
right? And then here's like Trump's eyeballs, I think, going, oh no, somebody else knows something that, Well, I mean, they're all in it, right? Trump,
it's the Three Stooges.
There you go.
Larry Curly, and Moe.
Right? Yeah. The three branches talking together, trying to make up a new plan to just be a new way to get some money in. and then party on, right? And just party on. So, wow. Oh, I get it. I get it. It's what to say to the public. It's the news to the public.
Exactly. Yeah. How do you put it out there?
The message to the public. Meanwhile, here's all the money coming in that they're, you know what, the darn cards. So the flow, yeah. So things flip around, the order flips around, but the flow, the financial flow is going to go out if we don't become the predators, is basically what Putin was trying to tell Trump, to control the. So sanctions, it had to have been the Russian sanctions. Lift the sanctions is what I'm thinking. And
didn't they say as well that they're going to try and lift the Iranian oil sanctions?
I just heard that today. Yeah. Like what? Like
Scott Bessent is so lost right now.
He's so stupid. They're all so damn
because of who he's being directed through.
It's just it's so easy to see.
They're all in it. There's just no out.
Right.
But I still don't see Netanyahu being awake.
Oh yeah, that question's in here too. We've got to get to that. Well, okay, so here now we have to switch gears. It's a completely different, it's out of the, here we go. Do our higher selves ever get directly involved in our physical lives? Or is that purely our spirit guide's domain?
I do see that our higher selves do get involved in our physical lives. In particular, I see that sometimes our higher selves have to interact with us, right? And with our physical, especially when we come up against challenges. It's our inner guides or our higher self that's listening to our spirit guides, right? Within us, within our soul, to tell us how to deal with certain obstacles, for example, in our lives. Right. It's about using the higher self or the wisdom that we come with, right? From our past generations and everything that we acquire along the way, our past lives, right? It's almost like them telling us this is how you face a certain obstacle. This is the wisdom that you already come with.
Yeah.
And it's not purely spiritual guides domain. They have to interact with one another sometimes in order to provide guidance, right?
Yeah.
For the better of oneself. I don't know. What do you get?
Oh yeah, I same thing you just said. I truly believe our higher selves live within us.
Yeah.
And they are connected to our guides and archangels, and I mean,
there are these spiritual aspects.
Yeah, there are teams at all different levels. There's there are hierarchies of levels of light, and so our higher selves in our body, and actually our spirit, our higher selves are directly connected to all those realms in the in the spiritual realm, high to low, depending on where our soul aspect. I think there's a different. Oh yeah, it's another question. I guess that gets into there. Okay, so basically, I don't see the soul and the spirit as the same. I see the soul as it's our body, it's our vehicle, but our spirit is in there. But when we navigate through life, what's happening is there's a conversation primarily. Well, there's a prayer that we can be influenced by our higher self to like not go to certain places. And I do believe that there are sometimes what would be the right word to describe like a intervention
It's like
Sometimes,
an arsenal of teens come in depending upon what obstacles you're facing
oh, that
in your
too.
life too.
Right, right, exactly. Oh, different, absolutely, yeah. But like, let's say we could hit a bus if we went or walk in front of a bus if we were to go down that one street. They somehow make sure that we're not there at that point. Not like they could stop the bus, but they could stop
Mm-hmm.
us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's more like the higher self. Like there's a contract that was already put in place before we even came in,
Yep.
you know, like, no, she's not going to go out at that time, you know, might get really scared or really sick or something
It's
may
that
happen.
karmic contract, right?
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. But then the rest of it's just a bunch of free will and a lot of times your guides are like,
It's that V8 moment.
yeah, they're like, we tried to tell you. Or they whisper and they inspire. They don't yell. But yeah. So it's both. It's I guess the question is, it's our higher selves and our spirit guides domain.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's that's the thing. In the spirit world, it's not separate. Okay, the divine masculine and feminine are one. The higher self, physical, all of it are one.
It's all woven together.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, then the next question was, nope, not that one. Oh, no, this is the one. Can a living person be spiritually dead? I've heard it said about Trump and just wondered if that's possible. If it is, what happens to the soul? Does it hang in limbo? Well, this kind of goes with your Netanyahu. Mhm. Yeah.
I do believe that, a person can be spiritually dead. And I'm going to be honest, I think Donald Trump is an example of this.
Yeah.
Even though he surrounds himself by an arsenal of people that prey upon him, right?
Yeah.
Spiritually, doesn't mean that he has any spiritual aspect that he believes in.
Right.
I truly, see him as someone who's an opportunistic person, saying what he needs to say at that moment, or hey, am I going to heaven, blah blah blah. I think that there are people such as him that have no spiritual growth in their life, right? They don't experience it, and sometimes, and I mean, there are essences and energies and spirits that hang out and in limbo, in my opinion, based on anger, based on being having non-belief, being based on not being spiritual or having done anything to inspire spirit or grow their spiritual aspect of their souls and their lives, that people do and can hang in limbo. And that's why you have houses that are haunted, for example.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you have negative energies.
Yeah.
And I think I told you, Denise, one day I saw this president as a big, black, dark energy. He is just, yes, in my opinion, yes, you can be spiritually dead.
Yeah. Yeah. The way I could see it was that there's a little divine spark just that keeps them on earth or keeps them alive, keeps them animated, could keep a person animated.
Could be an evil spark too.
Huh?
It could be an evil spark.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's still life. I mean, total evil doesn't, yeah. But yeah, because evil's not nothing. It's yeah, it can definitely be animated by evil. Yeah. But as far as like a soul, there's nothing that gets out of the heart. And no wonder he has, these heart conditions that are just, yeah. Because he should be really physically strong. He has a Leo ascendant, he has, there's all this, yeah. Anyway, I really feel like he's just so, like, if you took I'm trying to think of something that's, well, I don't know, let's just take a pile of dog shit, okay? And throw that on top of a little divine spark. How can you find it? Does it get out? Does it ever get out? Yeah, it gets out, but it's ugly and disgusting, right?
Yeah.
And that's his aura and his soul. So nothing really gets out. It's just condensed energy that's not, oh, and it's even worse than that. So, because there's a spiritual law that wherever we're open, where our consciousness is open to the truth, then the life force, the energy in the universe moves through us organically. And that's how we move through life, and we're in the right place at the right time, or we're guided to go in a certain direction, or whatever it is. We're inspired, and we're moving through life in a manner that's harmonious with the life stream, right? But when you're not, then that same energy is still there in the universe and picking it up, but instead it goes and it works it's inverted. The energy doesn't flow like through or in and up, or there's none of this. It's inverted, and it keeps going around in the wrong direction, and bing, 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 just like he does. When he does his stupid things. That's really him. And he really is. I've sat in his energy before. He really is like a lizard. He's very just, and it goes, and there's nothing grounded really. So I'm sure that he just has been impotent for years, but he's not grounded. And instead the energy shoots through the back of his third chakra and then up and out just like a lizard.
But and remember, a lizard can also grow a tail over and over again.
Say it again, honey. What?
A lizard can grow a tail over and over again.
Yeah, or is it just salamanders? Do lizards do too?
I think they do. You can cut the tail off and it will.
Oh, I thought it was just salamanders, but
I thought it was more. But
it could be. I don't know. I'm not a lizard expert. Yeah. Somebody else. Oh, you guys would know, like if iguanas and all of that, or I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But so, okay. If just what happens to the soul? Does it hang in limbo when they die? When they die, yeah, the soul, whatever soul in it, only to the degree, to the levels. You just have to think of a human being as a bunch of different levels of consciousness. And wherever the soul is pure, that goes with the spirit, because it merges as one. Mm-hmm. But wherever the soul hasn't been purified, it just kind of hangs back in this other realm, and then we pick it up in our next lifetime. It's part of our lower self for our next lifetime. And
it can also be negative energies that hang out.
Well, it is. It's the same thing. Yeah.
They'll also hang out here.
Yeah.
I think that's what creates some of the darkness, right, on this earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't think that there's any difference between, like, I don't know that it's like locked in some astral realm. I think it's just, the darkness of any soul substance can still move around. It just can't go to another level. You're stuck. But there's a spiritual law that you have to inhabit one level of consciousness completely before you can move to the next. Right? So that means we don't steal, then you clear that one, right? We don't hurt others, then you clear that level. People can betray you, people can say mean things to you, and you still, well, okay, you don't do it back, right? Like, those are just the bottom line basics. And then there's so many other consciousness, like your finances and all of that other stuff,
Yeah.
So, yeah. At least that's how it's been for me in my experience. It's all about, okay, we're tested here. There's a test.
Yeah.
But then, the hanging in limbo. Yeah, I imagine if it's really dark, it's like those little boogers in Ghost. Remember that movie?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. Yuck, right? Um, okay, here we go. Here's our next one. Whew. Are there any soldiers and officers refusing to take part in this war? Yeah,
Yes, yes,
yeah, definitely.
without question. And even the ones that are on ships and some of the people that are already deployed
Mhm.
don't want to be doing what
Yeah,
they're being told to do. They do, some of them do feel like they are being asked to follow illegal orders.
do you get, sweetie, how a lot? Are there a lot of them?
There are quite a few of them.
There are
They
more,
just
more
feel
than,
like they've been taken into something that does not benefit the United States whatsoever,
yeah, yeah,
or the families, or the people of the US in particular, and all the families that have given up their lives, and they come into this with a passion of protecting the country.
hmm,
It's a lot of them are feeling like for the first time in a long time that it's like, why are we doing this? Right? Why am I stuck
yeah,
in a conundrum that we didn't want or we didn't start, right?
yeah,
We're
right.
just, yeah.
Yeah, I get the same thing too. They're learning that it's all about, or they know it's all about money, power, and protection. And they're thinking of protecting themselves, literally from the government, and they're thinking about their families and refusing, yeah, in secret, and some of them are in public a little bit with it, but I think just with each other more. And there's, oh wow, there's a really important connection and a solution for them in their own souls, because they don't want to be guilty of doing something really bad. They're thinking of, oh, this is so sweet, actually, when you think about it. They're thinking about their soul, you know, they don't want to get dirty
Mm.
any more than they've already felt like maybe they had to, right? Yeah.
It's not a war that they feel they were truly signed up for. This isn't what they signed up for.
Not at all. No, and they're getting news. So I did have the news card down there. They're getting news all over the public, and they're connecting from the heart. So I don't have cards that show that there's a lot of them, but it's about peace, and they're taking the opportunity every chance they can to commit to literally not dying, and they want it done. They want it over.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the wrong, oh, it's devastating. It's devastating because these people don't give a shit, and they're not sending their freaking kids, right?
Right, right. Meanwhile, Mr. Bone Spurs,
And his son.
yeah, right, right. And I bet they're worried too about, like, if they start doing boots on the ground kind of crap.
Oh, yeah. Here's the bad thing about this administration. They tell you everything. Don't think that other countries aren't listening, right?
Right,
They'll be prepared for boots on the ground.
right.
And a lot of our team and our troops will be decimated.
Yeah, yeah,
Because Iran is what? Humongous compared to Iraq and all this Syria and all the other countries that surround it.
yeah.
So I think he said like 5,000 or something. I can't remember what he said, but that doesn't even begin to, it's almost like you're sending them to be slaughtered.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
And
then
they're
there's,
lying about the numbers. There are more men that have lost and women that have lost their lives already.
right,
They
right.
are hiding that. That's what just makes me upset.
And then and they're worried about, like a draft lottery kind of a thing.
Oh,
Like drafting, or not lottery, but just a draft. That's, yeah,
it's sickening.
right. Yeah. So, okay, here's another one. Kager, so Mr. Full Metal Jackass, recently said that he ordered troops to be no quarter for our enemies, of course, which is a war crime. It means they don't get peaceful, quarters, basically. So, and there's precedent that's already been set repeatedly. I had to shorten this question. It was really long. You guys, a lot of times these questions are really long and I have to try to bring it in. Or I just say, make it shorter, please, because I'm not going. Once there was one like this, and I'm like, I ain't reading that. It was so long. It was like, it just. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
So if the precedent has been set repeatedly, yeah. So, but here's the question is, will he take himself out? Yikes.
Well, either he'll take himself out, but I know he's a target now.
Yeah.
Without question. Without question. I was telling Denise earlier, I said, I could see that he and Marco Rubio are targets. They are dead targets. They are tracking them. I saw them, whoever this cell is, that they are taking notes on arrival. They're taking notes on where they go during the day. They are tracking them like there's no tomorrow. Because one thing about these cells is that something that the United States can't practice, and that is patience. They are patient, they track, they monitor, they log to the point where it's like, so-and-so does this on certain days, right? At this time, blah, blah, blah. They are tracking those two in particular. They are targets. They are, and I don't care if he doesn't take himself out. It's like if he doesn't, he's already.
He's gone.
Yeah. They have a plan for him, and it will be executed with patience.
Yeah, right. And she didn't know anything about the drones. So.
Oh, no, I haven't even heard that.
Yeah, so there are drones looking for him. So, okay, so Kager's. Oh, his card's right here. Wait, okay, so the future he's stepping into is, so here he is. He's stepping into his arrogance, his narcissism, being challenged by law, okay? And what's sneaking up behind him is the public and the news, everything that comes out on the news, the public interaction that cares all about peace and their like the goal for us to have abundance and safe children rather than being at war with other countries. Like none of us, this tells me everything is sneaking up behind him is a lot of, oh, you know what else? Yikes. This would be Iran or their, the target.
Mm-hmm.
This could be the target, right? There's a target from Iran and there's a lot. There are a lot of targets. Whoa. And new ones, and they're small and they hide, and then they might, send someone else or whatever. Whoa.
The tracking is immense right now.
Yeah. They're like family groups of targets. Here's the assassin card. And there's this loyal, all this family lineage that is loyal. And I mean, so in the Lennies, the dog can be a nurse, but it can also be a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about protection, soldiers. So soldiers to assassinate him. Wow. But as far as him, like taking himself out, No, I don't see that. I don't, because he thinks he's got it. He's too stupid to even know that he might hear that he's being tracked, but
He doesn't know to what extent.
right. He's so arrogant that he
He
thinks
thinks
he's
he's immortal.
invulnerable, immortal. Yeah. It's the plight of a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like I said, one thing about these cells, especially Iranian cells, patience, patience, track.
Yeah.
Timing is everything.
Yeah. They just keep watching, looking, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And working together. It looked like there were lots of.
Yes, lots of them.
Mhm.
And as you remember in the old countries when there was, I can't remember what family, it was some sort of was it Napoleon? No. The whole family that was taken out, they want to remove like the whole lineage.
Oh, that's why I had those cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is with the tree and the. Oh yeah.
It's the root of, yeah, it's the, they take out, they plot and plan, and
Mhm.
it's not just an individual, but it's like take out the whole lineage because there's a potential, right?
Yeah, like the
For
bad.
them to rise as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
crazy.
Whew. Yeah. So basically, we don't know if he's going to ever make it to a trial. Now we've both seen. So we've seen Bondi, Christy Nome, and Kagers go down. We've all seen. You and I have seen those three,
Yeah.
but I didn't know how. I just remember like restriction and then the death, the coffin.
Yeah.
It
You're the one that told me about the drones, but all I could see was what I saw was just them taking so many notes. It's about everything they do at certain times of the day, every day.
Yeah.
They are being tracked.
He's being stalked.
He's being stalked.
I bet you he did one of that. I bet you he did that to one of his ex-wives.
Probably in a drunken stupor.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got all these tats, these like pro-Israel, whatever, or something tats.
I'm going to be honest, I don't really watch the news.
It came up.
Don't.
Just watch Stephen Colbert. He'll tell you everything.
Oh, yeah. Through comedy, which is even better.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, so much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the one. Here we go. Here's our question. Is Netanyahu dead or is he hiding?
They're hiding him.
Yeah.
They're hiding him. Not that he's in hiding. They're hiding him because, that vision that I had this morning was so crazy, where he's just laying in a bed. People are around him. They're tracking his vitals, but they've got him like asleep. So we didn't hear what happened to him, but he was targeted quite a while ago.
Because I was asking you like when, and you tell me what you said. Like when do you think he went down?
Like a week and a half ago.
Okay.
Week and a half to 2 weeks ago. I don't know what the story is. So I just read one line about something about AI or something on Netanyahu that they're trying to present a facade that he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy is down.
Yeah.
He's not completely dead. But I did the pendulum this morning. I never work with my pendulum very much.
I
because
suck it. I can't even.
and I had it here in front of, the higher divine and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was very patient and quiet. And I was shown that he's almost unalived.
So he's probably not going to make it, huh? Yeah.
And
I-
that's part of the discussion too with Bessent. I just clearly saw
yeah,
that.
yeah. Right.
That's why Bessent was kind of frazzled. It's like, now we take the hit, right?
Yeah.
When everybody finds out the truth. So how long do you hide that?
Right.
Sorry, Denise. Go ahead.
No, not at all. So that, I don't know, I was just going to like connecting the dots. Because Melania got a call from Putin at the same time. No wonder so it sounds like Trump got bombarded. But like Bessent unloaded a bunch of news on him all at once, and he didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Lizard can only go one direction at a time. And somebody chopped off your tail.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, so with Netanyahu, yeah, he's I don't know if somebody got in and got to him, because this is a card of betrayal, danger. And this would be somebody who was paid to go in, and it was from someone overseas for another country. And so, yeah, it's like he's with the imprisonment card. It's like he's
imprisoned in his own body.
Yeah, like maybe it's a stroke kind of a thing, or somebody. No, because somebody got to him. Somebody got in, and somebody was paid. There's a hired hit there, and he can't. It's like he can't function. He's not functioning. And there you go. The imprisonment in the body. People working around the clock trying to take care of him. And here's the military. So would this be the IDF or the whatever, I don't know. They have a strategy, and they're watching and waiting, but they're helpless. They're trying to figure out what the hell to do, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see where his card is. Hold on. If I can find Netanyahu's card and see what's around.
Hopefully the coffin.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah. No, I've got the coffin here in the bad health. Okay, where's his card? This is weird.
He's non-existent.
Oh, here he is. Here he's in his family. He's in his quarters. He's in. But he's just not. He's not doing well. It's like he's not making it. He's not. He might be in there for some time, or he might have been going in and out. Maybe he's got a major health problem. That's interesting. But I don't know. You don't get these two. You know what these two cards together are like. It's like the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords, like the eight. And this one's like the Nine of Swords, but the headache doesn't go away, And then this one's the Eight of Swords, like being trapped. Body, just like you said. Yeah. Fun times.
I don't think he'll make it. They're trying to delay. They're trying to strategize to keep it at bay.
Yeah.
As long as they can.
Keep it hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not Kim Jong-un, and he
yeah,
at that age, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember when the other guy disappeared and we all could see him like he's down, but he's not,
Yep.
Took
And
a while.
all the team there has a target on their head, like someone's saying, but the thing is who are the main targets right now?
Right. Yeah.
There are some heads that are worth more.
Yeah, and who's got two fatwas on his head? Yeah. Okay, Kate Cronin wants to know, she said, Trump announced a war on the media, bragged about defunding PBS, NPR, and big media companies. Will he completely suppress the media?
No.
Yeah, right. Will news survive via independent sources?
Definitely.
Always. Right.
There's going to be such a huge underground if they try to do anything like this. The
Yeah.
underground already exists. The guys are already prepping the teams that have like independent media.
Yeah.
They have learned from what Ukraine has done to hide. There are some young kids that have actually gone over to Ukraine and have worked with some of the underground media in Ukraine. And they're bringing that here on how to survive these times. I see them strategizing. Some independent media companies have more money and funding because they've been able to raise it, right? Through subscriptions and stuff like that.
Right.
It will remain. They will not completely suppress the media. He is actually getting called out more now than he has in the past by the media. And it's really starting, that's where the anger and his need or wanting to suppress the media even more. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll still have independent news and independent sources.
Yeah. Like that's one of those things that makes him implode, right?
Exactly. It's like these media companies live free in his head.
Yeah.
And by the way, people who do YouTubes and do predictions and things like that, they are also kind of under attack because don't think that they're not being watched by other people. It's like you look at all the sources of media, right, that are out in the public, which is your biggest target? Obviously, independent sources where they provide news feeds, not just from the United States, but they have interactions with other countries, bringing the information to us. But then predictions like people such as us, we're on that list. We're just lower on the list.
Yeah. Well, but and that's the other thing too. I mean, like you're talking about Midas Touch and all the. I mean, there are millions of subscribers if we were to add them all up, and they can't. I mean, so far, unless Skydance and Larry Ellison and Oracle, all of that, unless they could get their hooks in there. So far, they can't. It's like Stephen.
They have huge legal teams. They have huge legal teams.
Right, but they can't. They're so the deal is they can't stop us from being on YouTube. Google will protect us more than They're not going to protect us if we're doing something stupid, but like we look at Joe Rogan, you look at all these other guys and people you don't even agree with, they still will have big platforms and they get to exercise their First Amendment right.
Right. And we'll see even more of those people being targeted, like the Joe Rogans who are now crossing over. Carlson, what's that guy's name? Tucker Carlson.
Oh, Tucker? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's starting to flip. I mean, we will see more and more independents flip and walk away from this regime.
And even Putin will have his hooks in there because he just wants to see the U.S. fall apart from within. That's his thing, right? So it's just a big old quagmire where evil is stupid. Yeah. So
evil is as evil does. It doesn't mean they're smart. They're reactionary, right? They're impulsive. Yeah. It's like do this, do that without any strategy or thought process.
It's not seeing the big
kind of like him and his regime, right?
Yeah. What I'm getting is that there are a lot of them that are very easily bribed. Just so easily bribed, and they're crazy. But we know which path to walk, and we know that they lie. And as far as Trump, it's like this is his confusion, and he'll just be saying shit all over the place. And this big old corporate bullshit is going down eventually. The hiding behind your high tower with your family and wealth of whatever, It makes me wonder about like Citizens United someday. The greedy, here we go. The greedy merchant. Nobody wants out anymore.
Exactly.
So, okay. Well, now we have another fun question.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the next fun question?
Do you
Oh
see
my gosh, no.
what size of shoes are they wearing when you saw them?
Exactly. So there's one thing about Vance. He is owned by Peter Thiel.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I did see is that Peter Thiel is pulling JD Vance away. Don't be so vocal. Don't be so, pro-US Israel right now. Because I swear these guys also have a plan to take the orange clown out. They've been concocting this. He wants him to lie low. They think they have a chance, but in my opinion, if he's up there, it'll be very short-lived.
Mm-hmm.
And he certainly will not have the respect, and he's going to be one of those people that will be very easy to impeach because nobody likes him.
Yeah. Once if he were to get in for a little while, yeah. We've never said that he's not getting in. Neither one of us here has ever saw that.
Yeah.
Said that.
It'll be short-lived.
Yeah, right.
Is what I saw. Yeah.
I read on whether or not he 25th Amendment Trump, and I can't remember what I got. I've watched it a couple times, and I still can't remember if it was like really clear. Like
there's a plot though, Denise, and they don't want him saying too much because there is a potential that they really want. Peter Thiel has his own plan.
Right, with Vance, and it's do you think? Oh, maybe it's this. Maybe it's that they would love to 25th Amendment him, but they need enough people to. I mean, because it would be a 2/3 vote in House and Senate to get it to go through.
Yeah.
I bet you they think they don't have the votes right now.
They don't have the votes, yeah.
Yeah, but the plan's there, isn't it?
The plan is there.
To 25th Amendment Trump.
Yeah, and he's been in there longer than they thought he would be.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. That's what I got. I forgot. That's what I could see the I remember now because I used the Kipper. I had the strategy and we had all the players, but then I just couldn't say for sure. Maybe it was that Trump would just die first. Maybe that was what I got.
Well, how lucky could we be?
I can't even remember what the hell we got.
Celebration.
Right? It's the greedy, maybe there's 4 really greedy players. Yeah. I don't know who the woman would be. Melania.
Yeah.
Melania. It's like just being totally out in the cold. Huh. So, okay. But anyway, I can't say that I've ever not, I could see that Vance could get in at some point, but just like you said, not for long.
I see what I'm being shown is like a very short timeline.
Yeah. Yeah. There are a lot of things that are being spread around between I don't know if it's different readers because I never have time to watch anyone else unless it's a really short video or something that like Libby's done I'll watch or Lori but anyway, there are some things being said out there that will never happen. Number one is the military will never take out a president.
They're not allowed to.
No. If people are seeing the military take out Trump, it's another military from another country somehow getting to him. Maybe that's the way they're misreading it. Maybe. And all the players under Trump, they'll all go first just like Bondi's being subpoenaed.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, and Nome, he fired her, he threw her under the
Mhm.
bus.
RFK Jr. I
Yeah,
see him going out.
yeah. You think
Eventually,
they're going to fire him?
Hegseth might go out involuntarily or voluntarily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't always get all the details of how, but yeah, resign, fired, or whatever. Yeah, definitely. But the deal is, whoever is left standing, they can be. So, and here's the other misnomer that is spread all around online is like they're going to take out they take out Trump, and then the whole regime goes.
Topples.
It doesn't have, we don't have anything like that in our Constitution. That will never happen, but they will be impeached one by one. But they have to be impeached and removed. And it's a long process because it's a trial in the House. The House has to bring the articles of impeachment, and then the Senate conducts the trial, and then it goes to a vote between the House and the Senate. And then if they want to remove, then there's another whole vote. So Trump has been impeached twice, but never removed.
Right.
And it would go that way for each one of his
administration. Yeah.
Anyone in his administration. So, but we already have articles of impeachment for, is it for Pam Bondi, I think?
Bondi.
Mm-hmm.
4 articles, I think.
Yeah, 4. That's right.
3 or 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
I just read the highlights. I don't go into depth. I just can't take it.
You usually don't have to. A lot of times I do it and I'm like, I just wasted 15 minutes. Yeah. Yep. So, okay, we just have one more.
Guidance and cards.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be cards. You got some guidance about stocking up. We got to stock up food.
The one thing that I saw is because of all these sanctions and things not being able to come into the United States or other countries, that we potentially will start seeing shortages on food and things like that. So because I told Denise that I could see like farmers are having to only use water to spray the crops. I see one plant growing well, but then there's 2 spaces and then I see another one. So it's just telling me that there's a potential for shortage in some foods, right? And I think you're the one that told me that what is it that we get from over there because of the oil and stuff? It's fertilizer.
Fertilizer comes from oil products.
Yeah.
Besides the cows, if we can get some cows in different places.
Yeah, shitting everywhere, right?
Yeah, except for.
But anyway, I saw that, and right now with the world economy and the way that it's happening and going, try and put a little bit of cash aside, carry cash. I hate to say it, but if you need certain things, I could see that there might be a shortage on certain things. So it's almost like in certain situations, cash might be king down the road at a certain point in time. Yeah. So, keep some cash around. Yeah. And then there's more shit coming. And I gotta tell you, the war isn't going well. Don't expect great things. They can only hide behind this facade for so long. And he will just continue he's tearing down the United States world economy, the economy. And he's trying to impact it globally, but the majority of the impact I see will be here. Yeah. So we'll continue to see more downfall and degrade. It's almost like they told me, degrade of the human aspect of humanity in the United States. Because he doesn't give a shit about us.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you get?
I think he's just so crazy that the
emperor has no clothes.
Yeah, right. There's that too. But there's no, I might remember bits and pieces here and there, about things that happened in the past, whatever. But his ability to see the big long-term future is just, He's
He can't
fragmented.
even see short term.
No, not even short term. No, he's fragmented. His psyche
Very.
fragmented.
Yeah.
So that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
And then he's propped up by a group of imbeciles, right?
Incompetence.
Incompetent imbeciles. Yeah. Yeah. So what I have is we have to think of the big long-term future and go to the happy place where we can fly up above all of this but stay grounded in your happy place while we're getting through it. There's going to be some painful losses. Time is of the essence. We need to not waste any time. Follow Gloria's, guidance around making sure, because there are things happening overseas. So here's the message: is to shore up your defenses for. Don't be inactive, and make sure that you can get through to the other side. So stock up, just like Gloria was saying. It's about
Be proactive.
Yeah, be logical and definitely proactive, and think long term, navigate for the future. Plan. Okay, here's what it is. What's that old saying? Expect the best, but plan for the worst.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, I did this quite a while ago. I actually bought a radio.
Yeah.
That runs on batteries.
Oh, I have one that's like solar, and you can hand crank it if you need even.
If you want the news just based on some of the shit, and I just have it just in case.
Yeah, right.
And lots of batteries.
It's so easy to have solar batteries and yeah.
We're smarter. Be smart.
Yeah. And thanks, you guys. We have, thank you, Donna, for the super sticker, and Foggy gifted a membership. Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, and Dragonfly, we have Dragonfly Damsel and Susan. Thank you so much for the donations. I really appreciate it. I'm still looking for the best places to donate. Maybe some more food banks.
Yeah. There are so many people. Actually, my husband just went, and he works at the food bank today.
Yeah.
He's noticed over the weeks. He says, every time that I go, I see less and less food.
Oh, shoot.
The food banks and people just aren't able to donate as much, right?
Yeah.
So
step
up if you can, right?
Right. Yeah. I know. I was thinking of like maybe what do you call it? AFL, whatever, the Civil Liberties Union. I was thinking like that, and then I started thinking, I couldn't decide. When I can't decide, that means wait, because something will come in. Yeah. So I think food bank. Yeah, Delphi. That's right. And Salvation Army.
Yes, Salvation Army. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, gas is going up. Oh my goodness. Right. Yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry if I didn't get to any questions that were in. Of course, we can't. If we do that, we'll be here like all day. So just remember, on Saturdays, or usually by Saturday afternoon, I'm trying to do them earlier. I put in a post for the questions for next week, and then that's how I can, put it in the banners and slide it over. So just keep checking my community post section, and when I post that, put your questions under there, and for next week. Cool. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for hanging in there.
Thanks, everyone. It's so great to see so many people out there. And I know that Denise appreciates you so much, as do I.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Big hugs, you guys. Everyone, take good
big
care.
Hugs. Blessings.
Big blessings. Yeah. Bye.